Markvs Gabriel Sessions, Volume 2. Heidegger, that's the Trendelenburg side. Versus Yablo, that's the Frege side. And I will do my divination routine. There's some originary technicity. There's Tamil Pais. There's, I don't know what the fuck that is. Here's some receipts. You know, Professor Gabriel, I actually cite sections of receipts in my papers as case examples. Because, see, receipts are very interesting. You know, they have all kinds of identifying marks. I mean, receipts is just Derrida stuff up the yin-yang, you know. Well, there's a survey code. This is a McDonald's receipt. There's a survey code at the top. See? I mean, so this receipt is hapax legomenon of existence, literally. Well, all objects are in some way or another. I mean, all real material concrete objects are hapax legomena. Jesus of Nazareth. Paul wants to say further that he has come to Christianity not through a historical tradition, but through an original experience. I'll just stop there. You don't need any more than that, do we, Herr Professor? You know, people try to do fancy shit, right? And they try to do fancy shit and they talk our ears full of nonsense, right? And then you wonder how much they fucking read. Or more importantly, how much do they actually think, right? Because you can't even go any one step further with a sentence like this. Heidegger says on page 49 of The Phenomenology of Religious Life, section 15, what is that, line 69 to 71? Entry number 1:2: Paul wants to say further that he has come to Christianity not through a historical tradition, but through an original experience. Well, Heidegger is Heidegger, right? So that one's that. So this is the Heidegger we use for the thesis, okay? Now, Yablo will offer our David Hume, our Frege. Digression, imaginative resistance from the essay Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda. Oh, speak of the devil. Hume, in The Standard of Taste, points out something surprising about our reactions to imagined circumstances. Reading a story according to which S, I try to imagine myself in a situation where S really holds. The surprising thing is that we can do this quite easily if S is contrary to a descriptive fact, but have a great deal of trouble if S is contrary to an evaluative fact. All right. Reading that Franco drank from the fountain of youth and was made young again, you don't blink twice. But reading that it was good that little Billy was starved to death since he had, after all, forgotten to feed the dog, you want to say, it was not good. I won't go along. Call that imaginative resistance. Why does it happen? A number of explanations have been tried. Do we resist because what we're asked to imagine is conceptually false? No, because one, counter-moral hypotheses are not conceptually false. Remember, parentheses, remember essential contestability. And two, lots of conceptually false scenarios are not resisted, as readers of Calvino and Borges will attest. From Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda, in Thoughts, grab your copy, check it out. What page is it? You saw, 143. There it is. The Markvs Gabriel Sessions, Volume 2. Martin Heidegger versus Stephen Yablo.